Coming up on AIN TV, EUROCOPTER and AGUSTAWESTLAND address current market conditions. Sikorsky honors California firefighters, and the Heli EXPO opens with optimism. The headlines begin in just 30 seconds.
It's possible to switch.
Welcome to AIN TV. I'm David Lombardo. Heli EXPO 2009 is officially underway.
1, 2, and 3.
Hey, all right.
Open for business.
Open for business.
While the downturn in the economy is no doubt a big issue at this year's show, most industry leaders say they're weathering the storm.
Some of you are probably a little concerned over the last couple of months, wondering how Heli EXPO would do with the economic climate that we're all facing. And the answer is it's going to do extremely well. Look at this crowd here.
HAI President Matt ZUCCARO says the helicopter industry is resilient because it is so diversified.
Most other aviation segments only conduct one primary mission, passenger transport normally. We're not like that at all. We have upwards of 50 to 60 mission profiles. They run the entire gamut from aerial firefighting, logging, electronic news gathering, tour. The list is endless. So certain segments might feel an economic impact, and the other segments continue to be stable or do well.
The numbers at this year's Heli EXPO are solid. HAI estimated the number of exhibitors at the show to be up 3%, but the actual numbers show a 12% increase over last year. EUROCOPTER freely admits that it faces an uncertain future at least through 2009. But what is abundantly clear is it will continue to invest strongly in safety, its product range, in supporting its customers, and in America. Charles ALCOCK joins us with more. Charlie?
EUROCOPTER CEO Lutz Bertling told the press that the company is now advancing pre-development work on a completely new helicopter model. And at the same time, its efforts to reduce the environmental footprint of rotorcraft are starting to bear fruit through programs such as the new diesel-powered aircraft it expects to be flying in 2 years. EUROCOPTER is also aiming to get closer to its customers during 2009.
So the focus is even more than in other years on services, on increasing the availability of the helicopters for the customer.
The company is opening a new facility in Hong Kong this week, and in just a couple of months, American EUROCOPTER will be opening a state-of-the-art call center at its Texas headquarters to improve its responsiveness to customer support issues. Also new at its Grand Prairie base near Dallas is a full flight simulator for the A-Star model. This will support a plan to provide more realistic mission-based training to prepare operators for more challenging situations. But a still bigger leap forward in terms of safety could come from the new Alerts Vision 1000 flight data monitoring system. This will be standard equipment on EUROCOPTER aircraft from next year, starting with the A-Stars.
This system is quite a few systems all in one, actually. It records images at a 2 megapixel resolution, about 4 frames per second, so you can zoom in on the images afterwards and take a closer look. It records ambient audio, which is a great tool for accident investigation to listen to the ambient sound of the aircraft systems. And the most proactive use of this system is that it can be used for flight operations quality assurance.
Alerts Vision 1000 is installed on this A-Star operated by the Los Angeles Police Department. It has been developed with EUROCOPTER by Appareo Systems and will be available to be retrofitted onto helicopters already in service for less than $10,000.
With sales almost certain to dip this year and in almost unprecedented economic uncertainty, EUROCOPTER has no doubt that it needs to be focusing on those aspects of its future that it can control. With other companies cutting back on spending, it will commit 43% of its own earnings for research and development work. For AIN TV, I'm Charles ALCOCK.
Thanks, Charlie. In fact, rival manufacturer AGUSTAWESTLAND has pretty much the same perspective on current market conditions. So far, they too have seen no major order cancellations, and only some market segments are showing signs of softening.
course, I think the impact of the crisis touches first the application of corporate and VIPs. So if we had some changes to make, or the few cancellations we suffered were in this segment. As far as offshore or EMS or other police law enforcement, we don't have any major change.
In the meantime, AGUSTAWESTLAND celebrated the appointment of Spain's FASA Aviación as a new authorized service station for its fleet of AW119 helicopters. To hear a full account of how AGUSTAWESTLAND is reacting to shifting market conditions, click on our one-on-one interview on AINTV.com. Sikorsky Global Helicopters announced the delivery of an S-300 CBI to AirVenture Flight Center. Sikorsky Global Helicopters is a newly rebranded commercial group of Sikorsky aircraft and includes several Schweitzer aircraft platforms, Keystone Helicopter Corporation, and Associated Aircraft Group. Sikorsky Aircraft also recognized the Los Angeles County Fire Department for its heroic efforts during the 2008 Southern California wildfires and Metrolink train crash while using the Sikorsky Firehawk helicopter. Sergei Sikorsky, son of company founder Igor Sikorsky, presented the department with an award in recognition and appreciation of their efforts to save lives and protect the property of California residents. But of course, the big news at Sikorsky is its extraordinary new X2 high-speed technology demonstrator. To learn more about how flight testing is going, click on the X2 story on the AINTV.com homepage. Turbomeca's Arias-2 G1 engine has been selected by Russian helicopter maker Kamov to power the Ka-226T light twin. The deal marks the French engine manufacturer's long-awaited entry into the Russian market. Separately, the Japanese Defense Ministry has selected the Arias-2B2 engine for its new EC-135 helicopters, and Turbomeca believes that this power plant will find further future applications for new emergency medical and police helicopters that it expects OEMs to launch. Be sure to watch all our stories from Heli Expo at AINTV.com. You can also catch in-depth news coverage of the show at AINonline.com. I'm David Lombardo, and thank you for being with us.